Years of changing in front of other people had made her immune to self-consciousness, and she knew Marcos didn't care anyway. They'd been best friends since they were 4, and it wasn't the first time they'd seen each other half-dressed. "How is it that you still have the same physique you had when you were a pro?" Marcos said as Elena peeled off her pants. She wished there was something she could do about her underwear, but she didn't feel like going commando for the rest of the day, so she pulled the black slacks on once she'd dried her legs. "Years of regimented diet and exercise?" Elena didn't necessarily try to stay in the same shape as she had been during her pro years, but it was hard to let go of her routines. "It's unfair." "Thank you for the compliment." She stuck her tongue out at them and folded her clothes into a sad, soggy pile. "You look dashing as ever." When they were younger, Marcos had been scrawny, tall and lanky, skinny no matter how much crap they ate, but had filled out over the years. They no longer looked like they could be knocked over by a stiff breeze, and that wasn't a bad thing. "In fact, you look amazing." Confidence really did work wonders. It had taken a long time for Marcos to figure out who they were. They'd come out as pansexual a couple of years after Elena had realized she was gay, and as non-binary when they were 22. The change had been immediate, like a weight lifted off their shoulders, and they were finally able to live a full and healthy life. The way they carried and treated themselves was a stark contrast from their childhood, and Elena was so happy for them. "Glowing, in fact," Elena said. "Has that got anything to do with a man by the name of Andre?" From the faint blush on Marco's cheeks, Elena surmised that the answer to that question was a resounding yes. "I'm happy for you." "Thanks. I'd ask if you had someone waiting for you across the Atlantic, but I think we both know the answer is no." "You know you'd be the first to know if I did." Even though they were an ocean and several time zones apart, they still spoke often. "True. I'd have to throw you a party. Infamous Elena Garcia finally settles down." Marcos grinned when Elena flipped them off. "I wouldn't say infamous." "I would. You've gotten yourself a reputation around these parts." Elena shrugged it off. She liked to indulge in what the island had to offer when she was home for the holidays. What was wrong with that? "So did you before you decided to settle down," she said. Marcos had used to be just as wild as she was. "But come on, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Catch me up on everything I've missed since I was last here."